Usual, and this is Life is Feudal Arden, where it is more past rent day, guys. I went ahead. It looks like that I am short by quite a bit. We're at 5,215 out of 12,600 on the durability. So it looks like that I have been lax in my payment. So yeah, look, it's starting to shrink. 440 out of 450 here. All right, what do you mean I'm a free? Oh, monument support is free for player with premium. No, we're not going to do that. All right, so what we got to do is I got to get I got to go ahead and I got to make a bunch of bandages to sell to the crown, so that I can make sure that that my house didn't go up in flames. Let's see what we got going on here. Inspect. 5,000 out of 5,000. So okay, so all I got to do is get the monument back up. I think. I'm pretty sure that's all I got to do. Let's go F4. Okay, hang on. Control F4. Let me inspect the trading company here. Yeah, we're still good. It's the monument that I got to worry about. So let's go ahead and we're going to go and gather up. Somebody had asked, Braddock had asked, how do you sell the most viable item to the crown to pay your rent? What's the easiest way to pay your rent, basically? So what we're going to do is I'm going to go out here and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to right click on the ground, look for materials. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the fiber is what we're looking for, plant fiber. And I'm going to gather plant fiber. And it's spread out. Let's go up into a really barren open area because it's going to be easier for me to do it this way. And that's pretty much all you do. You gather fiber until I have like 1,000 fiber. And then after that, I'm going to take those fiber and I'm going to use a sewing kit to turn those into cloth. And then I'm going to turn that cloth into bandages. Then I'm going to sell those bandages to the crown. And that's how I'm going to make my money. So right now, though, I'm just going to do a few of them just to get me started so I can throw some money in that monument so it doesn't die. Although we won't have any more issue until the turnover at midnight. But what we'll do is we go to. Do I not have one on me? Let's go to this pouch right quick. Look in the bag. All right, I don't think I have a sewing kit on me. We'll have to go get a sewing kit out of the hut. You haven't seen any Life is Feudal in a while. Well, we're not going to do much. We're not going to do very much. Although I would like to take a look around and see what's going on. If there's anything burning, I'd like to be able to grab some stuff. If so, we'll take a walk around. Let's see, do I have anything in this chest? No, I don't think. Nope, I don't. I think they're in my baskets inside my hut. That's a weaver's toolkit, but I don't want that. I don't need that. You know what? Let's go. Let's just go over here. Somebody threw this wardrobe in here. Yeah, okay. There's probably rabbits. If I don't have one, I'm going to be surprised. There we go. Here they are. Yay. So durability on that is 23. Okay, so we'll go ahead and control. Oh, do this. Ten of them should be fine. All right, and then what we'll do, I try to keep a bunch made up ahead of time. So we'll go ahead and go, let's go ahead and do like this. Boop. Come on. There you go. And we'll weave simple cloth. I can make 3 of them right now. It takes 20 a piece. And then we go to bandages, and then that's going to make 10 each for those. So I'm going to make 30 bandages. And each one of those right now for me is 72 quality, 73 quality. All right, so what we'll do is I'll take them over to the trading post, hit trade, go to market. Oh, actually, I got to wait. Hang on. I got to put them in. We got to put those in the. Close it out. Control click. Control click. That's 30. You can't really see it because those are white numbers and white bandages. Go market. Then go to sell to crown. And it shows these bandages. I've got 10 here. That's worth 31 copper. These 20 together is worth almost 1 silver. I'm going to sell that to the crown. Sell all items to the crown doesn't work. I don't know why. All right, so now we've got... I'm going to close this out. I've got... I'm going to transfer our coins. I have a silver. And I have 39 copper. So I had some copper already. There we go. So now we'll just take this, and I'll go sacrifice this money to the crown, and that'll stop the degradation. I might need a repair kit to fix my monument. I don't know. It might fix itself. We'll see. Worship. Inventory. Control click, sacrifice. All right, so I've got three game days. I don't have any real days because it's not enough, but it's 3 game days. So that's going to keep me from degrading, because that's basically, what does it take, like 2 hours or 3 hours for? I think we have 5 game days in a real day. So 24 divided by 5. Whatever that is. So and I've got 3 of those days before this is going to run out again. So now we got to go and gather a shit ton of fiber, a bunch, and make a bunch of bandages. It's only going to take me about 30-45 minutes to do this, and it's going to become monotonous for you guys. But that's exactly how you do this. Bradate. You love the small but very noticeable improvements they've made. Yeah, I mean it's a lot easier to level up, and this is also I need to level up anyway. So, but right now I just got to gather up like well over 1,000 plant fiber or more, because bandages are the best way to pay your rent. In my opinion. Especially, I mean, early game, late game, doesn't really matter. So long as you've got bones to make sewing kits, and that's where the chickens come in. And most people are selling, at this point, are selling bones on the market. So it shouldn't be a problem for you. Well, the thing is it's so random, the amount of fiber that you get. It could be 20, it could be 1, it could be 10. It's just random. When you manually collapse mines, yeah, I don't mess with mines very much. I go digging, but as far as like fortifying them or collapsing them, I haven't messed with them too much. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and let's look at our, it's the 3rd of January now. Whoa! Who's this? I don't know who that is. Is that you? Bradate? I don't want to flatten this. I'll look for materials. And like I said, this is going to get boring as hell. You have a hard time taking out the coins from the trader. You have to use the slider. Start with the, I mean, if you have gold, start with the gold. And if you don't have enough for a gold, then go to silver and do copper last. And you can't, if you have any money on you, it won't let you. You have to put your money into the trader, all of it, and then take all of it out. You too poor for a horse? Yeah, I'm gonna need to. It looks like rabbits and Melora have been in because their stuff isn't burning, so it hasn't burned to the ground. So it looks like they've been coming in to maintenance their stuff. I don't know. I just feel like that they need to do something else to make this game more interesting. I mean, it's free to play, you know, which is cool, but I don't know. As old as it is, it just... And I have a hard time not maintaining my stuff because I don't want to, you know, I mean, it takes a long time to build this stuff. Besides, I need to come in for the XP of gathering this fiber so that I can get my character to, I've already got the XP for that. We're almost out of XP here. Where am I at here? What's next? Oh, yeah. No, I want... Okay, never mind. I've got 1 day, 3 hours to get my forestry up to 90 so I can plant oak trees. Yeah, okay, I do want that. So never mind. I'm doing what I wanted to do. I just ran out of XP. He focuses on smelting. You know what they say, if you smelt it, you dealt it. Thank you, Anna. Appreciate that. All right. It's winter here in Life is Feudal, so... yeah, it's January, so... Not a lot's going to be growing here. I'm going to have to cook up some food. My guy is going to be starving by the time we're done here. And I wouldn't normally do this on camera because this is like boring as hell, right? Gathering up fiber, making cloth, making bandages so you can pay the rent. It's monotonous, but you know, it has to be done. By the way, article, you're saying that there was a bunch of you said poor people and kids that died in flash floods in Texas. Where in Texas? Because we had that happen to us back in my 20s when I was living down in Texas. I guess I was 25, 26, something like that. And yeah, the hurricanes came in New Braunfels. And I was working at Johnny Carino's, and when the flash flood hit, it just flooded the entire restaurant. It was terrible. That was like 25, 30 years ago. East of Austin, I believe it. The Guadalupe River, yeah. That doesn't surprise me not one bit. People living on the edge of the river. It goes over its banks, washes away a bunch of stuff. That didn't surprise me not at all. I was living in a trailer, and the water it was raised up above so it was up on some pretty tall blocks, and we had to take a raft in just to get to our front door. It took days for that water to recede, man. No, you can't stop nature at all. That's for sure. A lot of camps along the river, including a girls' camp. 20 plus kids are missing. I believe it. It didn't take long at all for that water to go up 3-4 feet tall, or higher than what it normally is. They'll find the bodies eventually. That's if the catfish and the gar don't get them first. See, that's the thing is, once this house is paid off, I would like to sell this house and move to a place where there's plenty of moisture, and like ocean access. But I don't want the hurricanes, man. And I want it to be warm enough the way I don't have to worry about the. I don't have to worry about snow. So I want to be on the coast, but no hurricanes. The river raised 20 plus feet in hours. I believe it. I do. Doesn't surprise me not one bit. All right, we're almost done, guys. I think. We'll have to see. We'll do this batch and then we'll see what's up. Waterfront property in Arizona is available. Are you talking about like what? Right on the Mexican border? Let's see what we've got here. That's not 1,000, not even close, but it's 688. It's not terrible. Take us a minute to get this done. Oh, it's an old country song? Oh, I don't know that. I don't know that song. Can you see my map? In case I wander in your area, so not to spoil good blood for us and your game buddies. What do you mean? Southern Jersey? New Jersey? Other than that, it's outside the U.S. What do you mean? Are you talking about New Jersey in America or Jersey as in England? If my map works, I don't know if my map works. Hang on. That's where we're at, right there. We're right there. If that helps. Oh, I don't care. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Brodate. Brodate. 34, huh? So that's going to be like 30 silver. Which is not going to be... It might be 20 days. I think I'm going to want to do some more, so that way I don't have to mess with it. The Garden State, huh? I was thinking about Northern California, though. That's why I lived for a few years in Northern Cali. Eureka, Arcata area. That's a nice area. It's kind of pricey, though. And I don't even care about coastal stuff, really. I mean, waterways would be fine. I was thinking about the Ozarks. Because it's super cheap to live there, and they've got plenty of lakes and rivers and whatnot. Okay, so that just died. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop that, and then we'll go with this one and start again. Somebody in chat is from the Ozarks? All right, that's all the cloth we got for bandages right now. Let's go ahead and let's jump down in here and see what we can do. That was 30. What was it? What did I say? 32? Tornadoes? Oh, I don't want tornadoes. Seems like no matter where I go, there's something that's wrong with the place. Like, we don't have any natural disasters where I'm at, but we've got no water. All right, let's go ahead and go here. There. That's all my bandies. Market. Okay, now we have no money in here right now, so let's go to sell to crown. Click all of these. And that's going to be 10 is all? Really? Really? You're really? All right, it feels like they've lowered the amount of money you can make from bandages quite a bit. Like quite a bit. So we go silver, zoop, there's that, and then transfer coins, a copper, 91, zip, there we go. So let me see about fish and whatever else I can make. Let's see. What are you doing? I don't want water. Worship. All right, so that silver in there, put that copper in there. Sacrifice. So that's 5 real game days. That sucks. That's not even close to being what it was. It used to be a lot better. A lot better. I don't know what the hell's up with that. No water is a natural disaster. I mean, we have water, but I don't want to have to pay through the nose to have a garden. when it costs more to water your garden than it does to go buy groceries, that's a crime in itself. All right, let's see what I've got in my bucket here. I may have to cook up a bunch of fried meat and see what I can get out of that. I don't have a ton. And I'm going to need branches. Let's, there's some more. Yeah, that's going to flat out put people out of business. This drop in the price on the bandages thing. That's not good. That's not good at all. Like, that is unacceptable to me. I've got some billets. What do we have in here? There's 8 there. Oh, I'll just use charcoal. What am I thinking? Never mind. All right, let me go get some branches right quick. Three, 4, 5. That's all I need. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Hang on, well, let's go ahead and let's build a construction. Oh, no, I need a fire. There we go, campfire. Yeah, Mesa, Arizona. That's not too awful far from where I'm at. I don't feel like doxing myself, but yeah. All right, there's that. Let's go ahead and I need more branches for the chicken. What's up, Night Dreamer? How you doing? Fluffy chicken. All right, and then 137 out of 194, and we got 22 branches. It's almost. What's in the bag, Jack? Is that me? That's all me. What did I drop? Oh, I know what I dropped. Never mind. I dropped the sewing kit. That was dead. That's what that is. All right. I get another 20 out of this, too. Would I have a horse to sell? I mean, I don't have a horse. I've got an extra moose. Brodate. I could sell you a moose. Yeah, it's actually not illegal to collect rainwater anymore, as long as I'm using it for the garden. But I have to use it for my garden. It has to go back into the ground eventually. I just can't use it for like drinking water or anything like that. I'm pulling the branches off of the tree, Night Dreamer. so I can use them so I can stick my chickens on and skewer the chickens and cook them in the fire. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab some charcoal out of here. We're going to barbecue some chicken. I'm going to just grab 8 of those. Now you can use normally you'd use billets, but I'm going to use charcoal because I've got a bunch made. So go like that, and then go ahead and grab. See how many sticks do I have? I've got 42 sticks. So there's look at that. There's 21. There's another 21. That's 42. It's exactly how many chickens I need. All right, so I'm going to add the fuel. Light the fire, right click, prepare, fried meat, 4242, mass produce, there we go. So now we're taking the stick, the chicken, and roasting it on the fire. Yeah, you tried telling that to the establishment, James. Can open up a McDonald's with that? I mean, we've been collecting this meat for a minute. I'm gonna have to eat some too, because we're hungry. The bottom left-hand side of the screen, you have the top one is your health. You have your hard health and your soft health. That's the 2 numbers. The middle yellow is your stamina. You have your soft stamina and your hard stamina. So whenever you do something that takes stamina, your hard stamina goes down. And once your hard stamina goes all the way down, you have to sit down and rest. You have to. Unless you use your alchemy to use a concoction, which a preparation, which will allow you to get your hard stamina back up without having to rest. Which I'll probably do that. I'll probably make some here in a minute, because I don't really feel like sitting down for like 30 minutes and waiting for my guy to get his health back. His stamina back. And then the bottom is your food. Right now I'm down to 19 out of 100, or 100 whatever, so I got to eat some meat. That's another reason why we're cooking this up. Chicken sandwich. Yeah, I put a bunch of drumsticks in the crock pot the other day. We've been eating on those for about 3 days. I buy chicken in 10-pound bags. Chicken parts in 10-pound bags. We cook up 10 pounds at a time. All right, there's that. Let's go ahead and let's add some fuel. We'll extinguish this. That uses 2 pieces of charcoal. That's not bad. And then let's go ahead and let's eat this guy. The higher durability you get, the more it fills you up. That filled me up to 96 with 1 piece. So that'll be fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to sell this stuff and see what I can get out of it. 20 pieces there. 21 pieces there. Market. I don't think I'm going to get very much for this. Fried meat. Yeah, 1 silver. We're going to sell it, but it's not worth it. Not even close. How do my little chicks do? They're doing fine. They're pullets now. Transfer coins. If you guys don't know, in real life, I've got 6 chickens. They're all alive still. All right, there's all the money. That's not that much either. So, I mean, we're going to have to go back and making bandages because that's the best money still. And it's not great, but it's still the best money. All right. Let's go ahead and worship. And I'm gonna have to go get some repair kits. That gives me 6 days right now. Let me go get some repair kits. I think there's some. I wonder if do I have any in here? I'm gonna have to make some. I don't see any. Let's see if they've got any in the storage unit here. Oh, shit. No. Melora's place burned down. It's gone. I think. Yep, Melora's place is gone. Rabbits is still here, but the other place is not here anymore. Those are tools. Sprouts. All right, let's see here. Warehouse-wise. Okay. Farming, random stuff. I need toolkits. No toolkits there. No toolkits there. Okay. I may have to make some toolkits. I might. Yep. Yeah, all 6 chickens are growing. However, I have a bad feeling that those silly chickens are one of them is a rooster. He's been well, it's Mr. Mug. Mr. Mug is the one that's always been aggressive. He's making noise now. Okay, that's empty. Well, poop. All right, so I've got one repair kit here. It's a small repair kit. I'm not going to be playing this game very much, if any, to be honest. There's not much to do. Once you've built everything. Like there's no like daily quests or anything like that to keep you going, which is one of the reasons why this game died. Unless you're doing PvP. All right, let's go ahead and let's see here. I think the repair kits are in here. Or are they here? The workbench. Been so long since I made a repair kit. Let's oops. Let's go here. That is the larger repair kit. Is that 60 or 90? That's the building kit. Large repair kit is too expensive. We're not doing that. So the small repair kit is going to be... Oh, you use the knife. That's what it is. Softwood billet and nails. All right, so that's what we'll do. Well, first of all, let's see if we can repair this with this one that I've got on me before I go making a bunch of them. I don't know if it'll let me do it this way or not. I may have to wait till the day refreshes for it to come back up to where it needs to be. I think that's what it is. All right, let's go get some more fiber. Yeah, I'm not allowed roosters in town. That's against the rules. You're allowed up to 6 chickens in town, and you're allowed, and they have to be hens. But because we bought them as chicks, there's no way of knowing what they turn out to be until they grow up. Now, a customer that was there at the same time I was when I was buying my chicks said that these amber links that they were selling are 98% guaranteed to be female. But the teller shook her head and told me after that other lady left that there's no way they can guarantee that. So it might be 90%, it might be 75%, because they sex them at the factory whenever they come out of the shell, but there's no way to really know until they grow up. And this one chick has been mugging on me ever since I got him. 5 of the chicks would go off and be by themselves in the box, and this one would come up to me and look at me and stare at me, and then he was the first one to bite me, and he's been aggressive. And I say he because I'm assuming it's a rooster, and it's the only one that's being vocal right now. And it's got a comb, and it's got a wattle off the side of its face. But but hens, they have that stuff too. So I don't know. We're just waiting and seeing. It's the moment I hear that rooster actually crow, that bird, when it actually crows, it's gone. It will go into the pot, and I will have a chicken dinner. Because it's not allowed. I mean, I would love to have a rooster, don't get me wrong. And I'm hoping that it's just a really aggressive hen. Because if that's the case, then that's amazing. Because then it'll protect the rest of the flock. And that's great. But, if I could have a rooster, I would have a rooster. Because, I could create I could keep my own flock running. It wouldn't be a problem. Another reason to live outside of the city limits. Cocoa bean? I mean, yeah. I think that's a waste of good red wine, but whatever. I'll just have a nice chicken soup. That's fine. I don't do fancy food anymore, man. I went to culinary school. I was a chef for a long time. I don't care anymore. It's too much trouble. And all the crap you add to your food, it's just not worth it for me. I could literally live in a box with an electric skillet, electric kettle, a rice cooker, and a electric pressure cooker, and I'd be happy. I can make almost anything I want to make. Making stock's a pain in the ass too. It's a waste of vegetables. I mean, if I just boil the chicken bones themselves, that's different. I can make some bone broth that didn't have any flavor, and I can add seasoning at the end, and that's fine. But if you're going to do mirepoix, That's, you know, I mean, that's all well and good, but then, I mean, you're just using all those vegetables for flavor when I'd rather use them for actual food. And once you boil the crap out of them, they turn into mush, they turn into baby food, and all the everything that made it good is been boiled out of it. Toaster oven? I mean, yeah, that's fine. I'm not a really big toast fan. I mean, it's not really that big a deal for me. If I want to make toast, I can just butter it and throw it on the electric skillet. Veg scrap works if you collect it. You're not wrong, article. Like the ends of the carrots, the skins of the onions, the ends of the celery, that sort of thing. Yeah, if you collected it and froze it, yeah, you could do it that way. You like toasted sandwiches? I created a monster a couple months ago when I introduced my wife to grilled cheese sandwiches. She had never had them before. So for an entire month, she wanted me to make her a grilled ham and cheese, grilled egg and cheese, just grilled cheese sandwiches. And I was like, really? What have I done? She's like, they're so good. She'd never had one. 60 years old almost, and she'd never had a grilled cheese sandwich in her entire life. All right. We are almost done here, guys. Grilled cheese with tomato. You know what's weird is she will not eat like canned soup. She refuses. She won't eat canned vegetables. I finally got her to eat frozen vegetables because they're about as fresh as you can get. But when we first met, she wouldn't eat anything but fresh. Have I ever attempted to make my own cheese? Yeah, I've made mozzarella. I'm not. I haven't. I don't have the patience, nor do I have the cooler temperatures to make like cheddar. But mozzarella is easy. You know, you can make if you can get decent milk. Mozzarella balls are nice and easy. You tried to make butter once, never again. My aunt and uncle, they of course they raise cattle down in New Mexico, and they make butter on the regular. They churn their own butter. It's a pain in the ass. But they drink raw milk, you know what I mean? It just takes forever. Oh, a KitchenAid mixer is a whole different story. I think he was talking about doing it by hand. You can do amazing. I have a KitchenAid mixer. It was given to me when I was in culinary school by my mother. And you can do so many things with the KitchenAid. That's the only way I make bread is with a KitchenAid. I'm not kneading that dough. You can kiss my ass. I don't knead dough by hand. I let my mixer do the tricksters. You gave up? All right, I think we're almost done here, guys. All I'll do is I just came in to show Bradate how to do this, and so now that I've done that, I can go ahead and we can make these bandages. I can sell them, and then we can just call it a day. I'll come in off camera and do this later on this afternoon. I'll get myself up to 30 days, so I'm not worried about it. At least my place wasn't burning down. That's nice. No worries, Brodate. I mean, I appreciate you reminding me, because I would have spaced it. I thought I had a couple extra days. So, and I didn't. All right, so we've got 986 here. That'll get me another 10 or 15. That'll get me another 5 or 6 days. So that'll be almost 2 weeks, which is fine. That's good. And I think once midnight ticks over, what do you call it? The monument will refresh, and it should strengthen itself back up. We should be fine. And I got to come back in a day anyway, so I can change up my my skill, because I'll be able to plant oak trees, and I want to plant oak trees because that gives you the most amount of wood. It gives you the most amount of branches. Just all the way around. Oak trees are the way to go. We had a whole oak forest and it's gone now. But I guess you can increase the size of your claim now. Yeah, you popped over right on time. You really did. Thanks for reminding me. I appreciate it. It's going to take us just a second to get all this made, and then we'll be done. And then we're going to go back to the Long Dark, guys. I'm going to play a couple more hours of Long Dark because I want to get us down and get our stuff forged up. Assuming that I'm going to be able to do that. We have good health. I should be able to get all the way down to the forge, get everything forged up, and get back before too much happens. And then what we'll do is we'll have a hatchet, we'll have a knife, we'll have arrowheads. And then what it'll do is that'll allow me to mitigate those wolves that are down there in the backside of the dam, so I can go ahead and go fishing with tip-ups. And I should have enough guts that I can make snares, and we can make tip-ups. And so long as I can keep those wolves at bay, we should be doing pretty good as far as our health goes. Because if we stay at the dam in the Long Dark, and I fish out back, and I collect rabbits out back, and rabbits over there where the birch bark is, then we should be able to move back and forth between those two areas. And I should be able to go, like I said, go fishing whenever I start catching scurvy, and then and eat rabbits. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but we're going to see. And there's the occasional deer we can grab, so we'll see how it goes. You stop in at the good local Goodwill type stores to see if one pops up. Usually broken and missing pieces all the time. What are you talking about? Oh, a KitchenAid mixer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need to go once the chickens start making eggs. I'm going to have to start buy the what do you call it? The pasta maker, the pasta roller, because I'm going to be making homemade pasta, drying it out, and then instead of buying ramen, we're just going to take the eggs that the chickens are laying and flour and water and making our own pasta. So that way we can make our own ramen from scratch, which will be nice. So that way we don't buy ramen anymore. Because we're going to have way more eggs than what we know what to do with. I mean, assuming that nobody wants to buy our eggs, I'm sure they will. But egg prices have gone down to like $4 a dozen now, and homemade eggs are $5 a dozen. So, yeah. I'll make the fresh pasta, then I'll dry out the pasta. That way the eggs don't go bad. We don't waste any eggs. flour is super dirt cheap. So, you know, I can just, if I'm making my own pasta, then it's going to be a lot healthier for us. We don't have all those chemicals that are in ramen. And then I'm going to grow my own tomatoes, so I'll have my own tomato sauce. And yeah, so we'll have spaghetti or fettuccine noodles or whatever, you know, whatever I end up cutting out. And then I'll also take the eggs and I'll make pie dough. And freeze the pie dough so I can make quiche. Yeah, we need a pasta roller and egg drop soup. Yeah, egg drop soup, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, when I was in culinary school, they taught us about the toque, which is the tall white hat that chefs wear, and there are 100 folds in the toque, and that represents the 100 different ways that a chef should be able to know how to cook an egg. So, you know, eggs are, you know, the basis for just so much. All I got to do is keep my chickens alive, yo. And then replace them every couple of years. Now that I've got the investment done, I've got the coop, I've got the infrastructure there built. All I got to do now is just replace the chickens and keep them fed. Just add a couple every year, and I'm good. Which also gives me fertilizer for the garden, which allows me to mitigate the food I have to buy for the chickens. The only issue is that stinking water price, man. The price of water here is phenomenally expensive. $12 freaking silver. That's it? That's redonkulous, dude. Oh, wait, I got two more here. 16. Okay, I had 110 there. All right, that's not bad. Not terrible. Not great, but it's not terrible. All right, so that's good. All right, let's go ahead and let's go transfer coins. Go with the silver. 16 silver. Transfer coins. 61 copper. 61 copper. There we go. All right, so I think that's going to do us, guys. Let me go ahead and see what we got. So we've been doing this for about an hour right now, okay? But I've been sitting there, I was dinking around with the other things. For about 30, 45 minutes, you can do this. If that's all you do, it shouldn't take you very long. Let's worship right quick. Let's go ahead and shove this in here right fast. So, and sacrifice. And that's going to give me enough for 2 weeks. 14 real days. So, so if I spend another hour or 45 minutes, an hour and a half, 2 hours, you can get yourself up to a month, and then you can go walk away from this thing for a month if you don't want to go play. But right now I'm going to go over to Bob. Is it Bob the Shoveler? Is that his name? This guy, they made him into Rob the Shoveler. Rob the Shoveler was a dedicated person who played the game, and he passed away. And once he died, the developers put him into the game permanently as a god. He's Rob the Shoveler. This guy was famous for all the playing that he did, all the hours he committed to the game. So anyway, I got him up as a totem. I'm not gonna, and we're gonna go ahead and we're going to praise the god, Rob the Shoveler, and okay, need to pray with greater fervor. What do you mean? What do you mean, inspect? I guess I'm going to have to sacrifice XP, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because Anyway, I've got six. I've got six karma or whatever they call it, and so when the higher this number is, the less experience loss you get or you take whenever you die. If you have a negative, because you've like you've killed people or you've stolen from their property or whatever, then your reputation becomes negative, and then if you die, you lose way more experience than what you normally do. But the higher your number is positively, and you usually do. Maybe I need to make some more idols to worship. Maybe I got it. Maybe I'm at my limit here. Let me see. I have 292,000 XP. Wait a minute. Hang on. Is that what I've got here? Oh yeah, I do. That's right. Okay. Well, I'm not going to do it because screw that. Anyway. Oh, you're sub to the homestead channel? Yeah, I'm not doing very much on that. I'll do the occasional update. Like in a couple of months, I'll do a once over with the garden. Some of the garden's doing fine. Some of it's not doing great at all. Because some of the garden that I've got going on right now are being eaten by bugs. Like my bok choy is being eaten by bugs, big time bad. But yeah, as they start to grow, when everything is coming up, like my peas are coming up, but my beans aren't at the moment. When everything's starting to come up, I'll give it another couple months. I'll do an update video, and then as soon as the chickens start laying their first eggs, then I'll do an update video on the chickens. There's no reason for me to do like 1,000 videos on that channel, and then at harvest I will weigh up all of the vegetables that I've gotten. I'll keep track, and I'll give a tally of how much how much vegetables I made, and also how much water we had to pay extra. And so we'll see. We'll do a tally and see if it was even worth it. There'll only be a couple of videos here and there, but yeah, I'll do some more videos by the end of the year. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you go right now. It is 11:43. Okay, at half past the hour, we're gonna do another long dark. But I gotta have some lunch. Can you give me a link to the YouTube? It's My Usual Homestead. I don't have the link. Hang on. You got it? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, up top. There it is. There it is. Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. As I always say, I am my usual me, be usual you. Hopefully this helps somebody.